So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be talking about the mindset or the basics, the foundation of everything you're going to do with your spiritual journey moving forward. It's so important because without this, if you start, we all know that if you start with a shaky foundation, no matter how high whatever you build is going to come crashing down. So that's why we're going to talk about the mindset of the spiritual mindset you should have going into your spiritual journey. So let's get right into it. I'm going to start by talking about a physical analogy to explain the spiritual analogy, like why you should. So it's going to make, maybe just trying to make it more relatable so you can understand where I'm coming from. Okay, so now I'll start by saying, you would think maybe when you have okay, I'll just put it to you like this. I have a cousin, right? He used to be 300 pounds, very obese, and he was getting out of hand. That when he went for his checkup, his doctor told him, he said, look, with the way you're going, you are going to die very soon. Like he was very straight about it. It was no mincing of words or anything, and that lit a fire under him. He was scared, so he had the adequate fuel, motivation, the fear to start his journey. You know what I mean? So he went hard at it. He went through. He followed through on the gym. He was consistent. He stuck to his diet, and then guess what? He lost all the weight. He lost about 100 and something pounds. Came down to a healthy weight. Then after he achieved the goal, when he was clear of the danger zone, what did he now start doing? He started eating fries, and you ask him like, "Oh, are you eating this?" You're like, "Yeah, don't worry, I'll burn it off. Yeah, don't worry, I'll do this." Before, slowly but surely, he gained all that weight back, even after achieving the result he wanted, even after doing everything right and getting the benefits of everything that he was supposed, or everything that fitness gave him. He still went backwards. And why did he go backwards? He went backwards because what his motivation was external. Just that he didn't approach fitness for what it was and what it should do in him. He was approaching it for what it could do for him. I.e., I want to live. I don't want to die. So hence, I'm going to start gymming. And as soon as he was in the clear, he went back. For me personally, in a personal example, I used to have this issue. I was in a relationship, and the person I was seeing at the time, I was actually overweight. And then she told me like, "Oh, I don't find you attractive," or something along those lines. And that was like, it really stirred up something in me. I didn't want her to, that statement, I wanted to invalidate that statement. So that's what lit the fire under me to get into fitness. And truth be told, I did it. I got fit. Even when the relationship ended, I was fit. What happened? When I started getting more validation from other people, I wasn't as consistent anymore because I didn't do it for what it was. Fitness, like my health, okay, this thing is good for your long-term success. I did it because I was trying to invalidate what someone else said, or trying to make myself more attractive, so that to invalidate what my girlfriend at the time said. And I fell backwards. So what I had to do instead was, after maybe a couple failed relationships, and I realized that, I actually like this fitness thing, and I changed my outlook on fitness. I started going into it from, this is what I like. It makes me feel healthy. It makes me feel strong. I like the benefits of what it's giving me and for my long-term health. So even when I've had a couple of other relationships after that, they were not successful, but then it didn't stop me from doing what I had to do. I still went to the gym. I still was consistent. Now let me relate it to the spiritual aspect of things. A lot of us, we come to God with so many problems, especially, you know how Nigeria is. Okay, well, to my Nigerian people, you know how it is. You come, you are being oppressed by one devil, you're sick, you need money, you need something from God, and then, or you have to pass an exam, and when you are trying to get all those things, you are so consistent. You help in church, setting down church or setting up church. You are praying every day, and the moment you get that thing, you know, you disappear, you hands off, or you backslide, or even if that was not your intention, you just notice that you are not as committed to what got you to that dance, or what even got you what you wanted in the first place. It happened to me personally. I am, from the spiritual aspects of things, I grew up carrying a very huge burden. I had this issue with unforgiveness. Not that I felt God was angry with me and he wasn't going to forgive me and he was going to send me to hell. This was a burden I carried from, let's say, when I was like 8 to well into adulthood, and it made me depressed. I couldn't find happiness in things. It really affected me. When I decided, okay, you know what, I'm going to face God, I'm going to follow him till he hears me out and forgives me and know that I'm sorry. So I started doing all that. I started, going to church, started not read my Bible, but listening to message. I was so focused, my thoughts, everything was so aligned with God. And then the moment I felt better, that huge burden I've been carrying for so many years left, I started becoming lax. Oh, I'll pray later. Oh, I'll do this later. That's what I didn't even recognize it at the time, but I backslid. That was what caused me to go backwards in my walk with God. I didn't even know that, okay, because I've gotten what I want, now, okay, I'm good. That was exactly what happened. What the right mindset we should have to this journey. Yes, I know you have problems, and yes, I know it's overwhelming. I know it's urgent. But honestly, the first thing that you should focus on is understanding that the reason your whole relationship with God is to know him, be loved by him, and make him known and share his love to others. Understand that just like fitness, it's a long-term plan. Long-term meaning the rest of your life till you leave this planet. It's not a goal like, okay, I want something. Understand that this is a long-term commitment. It's past your problems. It's past what you are going through. So understand that if you are committing to this lifestyle or this spiritual training, you have to understand, yes, God, I have problems, but I'm going to focus on your problem. That's why Jesus said it here in the Bible, in Matthew. He said, seek ye the kingdom of God and all its righteousness, and every other thing else will be added unto you. Yeah. When I started gymming for the pleasure of it, for my own benefit, I started doing it for what it could do inside me. Things opened up. Did I become more attractive? Yes. Can I make money? I can train people for gymming? Yes. Can I be an instructor? Other things, people seek me out for information. Secondary options opened up to me because I focused on, okay, how do I enjoy this gymming? How do I make it more enjoyable? What is my long-term plan and my long-term strategy to make this work? So that was my mindset, and every other thing else opened up to me. It's the same way now with spiritual journey. You have problems. I understand they are valid. I'm not going to invalidate how you feel about how urgent, whatever those things are. But trust me, go with the mindset in this spiritual journey that what you're doing, right? Enjoy God for who he is, right? And what this spiritual training can do inside you. Every other thing else will open up. Oppression will stop. I was certainly oppressed. I don't even have those issues anymore. It's not even something I prayed about. I didn't pray about it. I've been healed of. I used to be asthmatic. I'm no longer asthmatic. I never prayed about it. Just from the mere fact that of continuous spiritual training, actually, yeah, I know how it happened, but it wasn't something like was on my mind. I didn't pray about it. Yeah, so I didn't pray about it. I didn't bother about it. It just, for the mere fact I was focusing on my spiritual relationship with Christ, 90% of issues I had disappeared. They just went. I won't tell you it was overnight. It wasn't overnight. It definitely wasn't simple, right? But then it was a steady of consistency, the right mindset, understanding that it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. I'm not sprinting to go, God, fix my problems, right? Nah. you will always have problems in this world, right? It's not you once God solves that problem, there's always going to be another problem. There's always going to be another challenge. So you need to know that you have to have your eyes on God and not on your problems, because when you focus on that and you achieve it, trust me, take it from me, it will be so simple, sweet to say, I know if God solved my problems, now I'm going to follow him. As a human being, that's generally not how it turns out. I don't know what it is about our psychology, but yeah, you would the chances of you backsliding is higher than the chances of you saying, oh, God solved my problems, no, now I'm going to go hard on it. Look at the children of Israel in the desert. He delivered them from the land of Egypt, time and time again showed them of his goodness. But guess what? There was always something that they always doubted him, right? Because they never had their focus on him. They were always more focused on the problem at hand. If they had focused on him, they would have realized that he's bigger than all the problems they were encountering. So this is what we want to talk about today. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, please subscribe, guys. I beg. If you like it, share it. If you have any questions for me, please hit me up on my Instagram at OGBU and 4S's. That's OGBUSSSS. Ogbos. So thank you.